Good morning. I'm meteorologist Shane Hinton with your August 7th morning tropical update. We continue to track Tropical Storm Debby, still sitting off the southeast coastline of the United States and bringing tropical rain still to parts of the Carolinas and even the far eastern edge of Georgia. Sustained winds at 45 miles per hour as of the morning update from the National Hurricane Center. Let's take a look at the alerts. We do still have tropical storm warnings extending from Georgia all the way up to parts of the North Carolina coastline, with a tropical storm watch just a little bit further above that on the North Carolina coastline. No hurricane warnings, as this is not expected at this time to intensify to a hurricane. Here's the latest cone from the National Hurricane Center. It is expected to eventually move back into South Carolina as we head through the overnight hours tonight into Thursday morning. You can see it moves very slowly, and that's going to allow it to dump a lot more rain into the Carolinas. By Thursday afternoon, sustained winds around 40 miles per hour as it moves past Columbia and then eventually into North Carolina. Now, right now, there's still a bit of uncertainty in regards to where the center of the system tracks within the state of North Carolina. Just as a reminder, anywhere within this cone, including the edges of the cone, is where the center of the system can track. That doesn't mean these are the only areas that will feel the impacts. I do think widespread rain, heavy rainfall for the Carolinas, and also the potential for some tornadic activity. As we head from the late Friday hours into the weekend, that's when this system really starts to pick up in speed, getting carried out to the northeast. This area right here indicating Saturday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. If you do have any flight plans to the northeast, just make sure you check with your airline provider, because it does look like this is going to be bringing some showers and storms through the northeast late Friday afternoon into the weekend. Let's take a look at the high-res models together. This is what I mean when we're talking about that slow-moving system. This is a flash forward of 2:30 on Thursday afternoon. The center of the system still in South Carolina, but the heavy bands of rain and maybe some of those isolated spin-up tornadoes on the outer bands of Debby could be impacting North Carolina already at that point. It quickly gets carried out in through Virginia and then up through the northeast. This is a snapshot of just after midnight on Saturday, and then it moves out of here quickly by Sunday. In regard to how much rainfall we could see, it really extends along the mid-Atlantic into the northeast. This is highlighting anywhere from 3 to maybe 7 inches of additional rainfall on top of what has already fallen. Keep that in mind. I think that's where our flooding concern comes from, since this has been a multi-day event for the southeast and the mid-Atlantic. It's not the only area we're monitoring. We are still keeping our eyes on that tropical wave in the Caribbean. Now it's closer to the western edge of the Caribbean, or it's at least making its way out there. And the latest developments have this system with an even lower chance of tropical development over the next 7 days. It's now dropped to a 10% chance. If you tuned into our updates yesterday, it was highlighting a 30% chance. So right now it looks like it is going to go into an unfavorable environment. If that were to change, and it does have a chance of development, if it becomes a named system, we move on to the E name, which is Ernesto. We will continue to track the tropics for you here in the KVUE Weather Center and provide updates on air and online.